What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy Marcus B. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Evan Simmons, and new guy Chris isn't here. He's actually in Lubbock, so G's up to the homie. Hopefully, he gets back home safe and sound. This is episode 117 of Holla with yours truly, and today me and Evan sit down. It's an old school podcast, so naturally we kind of talk about teaching, like we do. He just had middle school UIL, and we talk about that a little bit. I talk about my ideas for the future. I think I got a mild concussion the other day, so that's super cool. Take care of yourself, kids, because they're not fun. We also talk about Euphoria and other things that we're watching. So if like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Help your boys out as much as possible. Get to as many people as possible. If you need anything, workout gear, supplements, nutrients, anything like that, make sure you go to Redcon1. Use promo code T20MarcusB under tier operator before checkout. You'll get 20% off your entire order, and you'll help support the podcast, and we greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace.
What you been up to today?
It's been I tried doing one of your days.
Like called movie day?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you watch?
So far I watched
Hi, welcome.
Hi, hello. Welcome to the show. Happy whatever day it is you're listening to this on, and whatever day we put this out on. I watched Free Guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I thought it was actually a really good movie.
Okay.
You didn't?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
The things I've heard about it is just like, as far as like mediocre goes, people were just like, yeah, it's a movie.
Do you know what it's about?
Like an NPC becomes aware that he's.
See, that's the issue. I had zero.
Oh, okay.
Idea.
Yeah.
I knew it was just like some action movie.
You didn't see like the million trailers they put out? Because I think that movie was like in production like back in like 2017 or something. And then they just.
Yeah, no. I think it probably came across my screen at some point.
Yeah.
But all I saw was Ryan Reynolds in an action movie. And I was like, all right, man, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And then I finally watched Ready Player One.
Okay.
I thought that was good.
Yeah. It's decent.
It was, I mean, knowing now what we know about how, like, the metaverse and
it's like fully the metaverse. Yeah,
I'm like,
they're like,
that's
oh
not good.
no, they're just doing the metaverse. Yeah, it's full on the metaverse. That movie. It's a little scary.
Yeah, and they just
scary.
They just depicted the real world real bleak.
Yeah.
Not good, but not good.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but it's gonna be just hopefully we don't end up in the stacks or something like we do. I just don't want to.
I just need to get out. I need to get on an island. Bail. I just want to fish for my food and play salsa music.
I watched a movie this morning. It was god awful. God awful. No, it wasn't bad in like that way. Okay. It was it's called No Exit, and I thought this is how much of a pretentious person I am, is that
who you are.
So there's a play by Jean-Paul Sartre. He's a philosopher called No Exit. Okay. It's about three people in a room that it's basically about them like trying to like exit the room. And the term that the big phrase that comes from it is other people are hell.
Okay. Yeah.
So that play's called No Exit. And then I got a Hulu notification this morning. It was like, No Exit. You can stream the movie on. I was like the play. Okay, we'll watch it. It came out this year. It is. Good. Oh, let's just say the biggest star in that movie is the Allstate guy.
Black guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He plays a Marine, an ex-Marine. It's really not good.
Not good.
Not good. It was just real, like real.
So what's it about then? I'm trying to
So
figure out with
the
Marine.
short version is a former addict gets a call that her mom is in the hospital, so she needs to get to the hospital.
Okay.
Problem is, there's a big snowstorm coming in, so she gets trapped in a little like snow place, but they have like a shelter that she can get to. So she gets trapped in a shelter with
I think I saw
like 4 other people.
the commercial for that.
Yeah, it was.
I think it came across my Hulu as well. Really, that's like not.
It's not. No,
Huh.
no. Like it's real obvious. You're just like, well, as like things keep happening, you're just like, oh, and then the most villainous guy in the movie, dude, is like the worst actor I've ever seen. He's not the worst actor I've ever seen, but he's like really bad, really bad, really. Like you can tell he just got out of acting school or something. He's like, I'm gonna ham it up as the villain. It's not.
Chris is not here. He is in Lubbock currently.
Yes.
We're actually a day late to recording.
Yeah, we were planning on Friday, but
Yeah, we're recording last
but
night.
you well, so how did you get you hit your head?
Yeah. Yeah, you hit your head, right? Yeah, on Thursday when everything froze over.
Right. Did you walk outside?
I thought I'm actually pretty good about seeing where the ice is.
That ice was the trickiest though.
Yeah. And something had blown into my yard.
Yeah.
I went to grab it and just throw it away before I left for school. And like, as I'm stepping towards the trash can, dude, I just completely feet go out from under me backwards, and I bashed the back of my head off the ground.
Oof.
And just lay there for a bit, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great way to start my day." All right, here we go.
Start that day where we had to come in school that day.
Yeah, I was like super excited. I'm like, "Yes,
oh jeez,
great day." And pulled up. The day was already rough as it is.
Yeah,
because everything was every class was 30 minutes long. I was like, I can't. The equipment takes 6 minutes total to like get in and out, like 3 minutes on each end. So it's like, all right, what am I gonna do in 20 minutes? Like, all right.
Yeah.
So, and then plus my middle school schedule was so tight that
traveling would have been a period. Almost or half a period.
So I just like didn't do much that day. Got a lot of planning done and like stuff like that. But I felt off the entire day. Get through my rehearsal. And then Friday, still just like bad headache, nauseous all day.
Yeah.
So we're doing all the middle school UIL stuff.
Yeah.
Pre-UIL. And like get somebody scored away on stage, and then I get off stage and I'm just kind of like, again, just try to keep shanking it off, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, you seemed like as responsive.
Yeah,
as
I wasn't. I was not as responsive as I normally was, and that was, that's a frustrating thing.
I get that, yeah.
Especially like I came home as I usually do on lunch, and like to let Charlie out and grab food, and I just sat there and like I burned 30 minutes without realizing it. I was like, that's not good.
Yeah, if you're skipping time, that's like a definite sign of concussion.
Definite sign. And then I get home from school afterwards, and that's when I asked everybody. I was like, "Hey, who's trying to go out to dinner?"
Yeah.
Laid down, got back up. Immediate like motion sickness almost.
Yeah.
And like nauseous, and I was like, "No, I'm out." So, laid down, passed out for about 12, 14 hours. But I think a lot of my memory stuff is just due to head trauma.
Yeah.
Which, is pretty on the par, but just like,
yeah.
I feel things like escaping my mind, like currently still. Like,
Yeah, it's definite concussion.
It's not good.
Yeah, no. No, and yeah, that ice on Thursday was some of the trickiest. Like, I went to the gym that morning and was like, I kept like, ugh.
Yeah,
I was like, why can't I see the ice on the ground? Some of it was so thin.
Yeah, it's so
Couldn't even tell.
Thinest ice. Damn you, nature. You got me again. The island. That'll never do that to me.
Just hurricanes.
Just hurricanes. I can deal with that, man.
You can forecast those.
Yeah. If it's real bad, I could get out of there.
Yeah.
Ice is like a toss. It'll be real bad. It'll be okay.
That was Thursday. It was like, it wasn't that bad, but it was the ice just walking to places was bad.
Yeah.
The ice on the road, no, it was
not bad at all.
Yeah, I didn't like drive over any major patches. I don't have to go over any highways to get to work,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was I don't know. we do kind of over dramatize ice a little bit here in Texas.
Texans are dumb. Bad at most things.
Like we're the immediacy of like seeing the vehicles like spinning out on the road. Like up in Dallas, people kept spinning out,
Just
and I was
ice.
like, what are y'all doing? Why are you going so fast? Why do you not
Slow
get
down
this?
a little bit. You'll be okay.
You slow down. Don't brake hard. Just like, not to do that. Don't turn the wheel. Don't jerk the wheel. If you start to drift, just drift.
Yeah, like we did. We're fine.
Exactly. Well, no, I jerked the wheel. I'm the dumb.
Actually, yeah.
I'm speaking from experience. Don't do that.
You'll almost kill yourself and your friend.
Because I tried.
Mostly your friend.
I think when I did that, I tried to correct.
Yeah, you did.
When you can't do that. You just gotta. Like I should have just kept coasting into it, but no. Decided to go ahead and
Just ease off the gas and
let it go.
gentle movements with the wheel. Gentle movements.
No, I was in full Jesus take the wheel mode. No, you don't let Jesus take it. You hold on to that wheel. It's my favorite.
Oh man. Anyways, how was dinner last night? And
It was awesome. I mean, it was just me and Jacob, but like it's always in my head, like catching up with a friend always sounds very sounds weird. Not exhausting, but like the idea of like, oh, like me and this one person are gonna come. There's no like lulls in conversation. But it's just nice to catch up with them.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I got a lot of my shouldn't say a lot of it. Some of the stress out from the day kind of got poured onto him, just talking about how I felt about the day and how, look, I love my kids. They're great kids. But yesterday,
Rough go.
They were doing some of the weirdest stuff. And it's that thing of if I like confronted them about it, they would just give me like, oh no.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, you can't like, because they legit, they were being weird. And I asked one of my trumpet players that got distracted during sight reading. I asked him, do you think you were focused the entire time? I was like, yeah. No. I started looking out the window a little bit. I was like, yeah, man, don't do that. Like, but it's just, talk about that more later, but probably not actually.
Probably not.
But yeah, it's always nice to catch up with a friend and kind of, see where he's at with life and stuff. And, yeah, I'm interested to see. I didn't really know his schedule. Like he's the 8:50.
Yeah.
Like 8:50 to like 4. I'm like, huh? Mm-hmm. That sounds.
He sure is.
Even if you get there like 8:30, that sounds great. That sounds blissful.
Yeah.
I could not imagine because y'all get there at 7, right?
Yeah. Our official call time is 7:15, I think. Like that's the in your classroom by.
Jeez.
Gross.
So early.
So
early. And the thing is, like I'm sure the kids don't function.
No.
We've said that multiple times. Like the kids function at 7:30. But yeah, he's there like 8:50. Like the class starts at 8:50.
God bless.
And I didn't realize like if you're like a head director at that school, you get like one class period.
Mm-hmm.
Like his head director has like the first period.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
done at 9:40, or like 10:40 ish. Yeah.
Because they're block, right?
Yeah, block schedule. Well, then they have like modified block or something like that. So they get like that's the thing. They have modified blocks, so they get first period every day for 50 minutes.
Gotcha.
I'm like, okay, that's it.
That's not bad at all, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's not bad at all.
Telling you, that's the
move.
sounds like fun. But well, it's all relative. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure there's more pressure there from parents and
Probably.
teachers and not teachers, but administration and stuff.
Yeah. Everybody deals.
Because we don't have that much.
It's not that. Yeah.
There's not that much pressure like here. Like it's very. That's the one thing that's been not nice about working here is that like it's been.
There's weird pressure at the high school, but the middle schools is pretty.
There is pressure at the high school?
Weird pressure.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the pressure comes from what do they call it? Alumni.
Okay. Like donors and stuff like that?
Yeah, donors. What do they call that? Like colleges? Legacies?
Sure.
Where it's like your son, your dad was so and so in the fraternity, like
right.
That's kind of like how it feels like sometimes.
Yeah, because there's a certain amount of like this is the drum spot that's been going on for like decades. Mm-hmm. Like
I don't feel it as much because my position has been such a high turnover, but like Duran, especially with
with his jazz group,
like just crazy amounts of like
it's pressure.
What do you mean you're not doing so and so, or what do you mean you're like only getting this one achievement? It's like, oh shit, okay.
I mean, what else can you like do?
I don't know. Again, it's the weird stuff, and like anytime marching band does something different or cuts out for something different, like we get a couple of those parents like,
what's going on there?
What's going on there?
Yeah, I can definitely. Well, the thing is too, like you just have to look at the. You have to look at like the demographics and the way like the area has changed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is not the same. Not the same place.
No.
Like it was like 50 years ago. Like things change. Like regardless.
50 years ago, bro. It's like from 10 years ago.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah, quite literally, yeah. Like things change, so you have to realize that they're gonna change, and that's not gonna always be the same.
Yeah.
And then new competition arises too, because I love the picture of Vandergrift from like 2004. Is like 20 kids.
Yeah.
And then it's a band of like 400 after a couple of years. It's like things change. Yeah. Like they used to be a 1A school. Now they're like the 6A school.
Couple times state champs.
Yeah.
What have you.
Like BOA champs and like honor band, all that stuff. Like that stuff comes with like, change in money, and hey, if you give us more money, we can do some more cool things. We can hire more interesting people, do some different things, stuff with us. It's all money. It's all money. Money talks. I don't know.
You do all things through Christ and the dollar bill.
Except try me. I've adopted that from you.
Such a good one.
Yeah. The pressure thing is I don't know how I'm dealing with it anymore, because like it used to be a pressure to like achieve. Now I don't really feel it as much. I do this year, particularly because I have like a decent group, but like
a lot of it comes from
internal.
Yeah, and that's what I'm really, and that's we've talked about it a couple times here. Like, I don't do good with that.
Yeah.
Like, I need external, like,
Yeah, there needs to be some kind of like outside factor. Otherwise, like for me, it used to be a grade. Like a grade used to be like that was my external factor. Do you know what yours like?
it was just, it's always been, tell me I can't.
Yeah, like the opposition to
Yeah.
your
And
success.
now everybody's like mad supportive of me, and I hate that shit.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, it'd be nice to have someone like I was. I was literally thinking this like at pre-UIL. I was like, I want them. I was gonna write like in their binder. So I was like, I want you to give me a grade. Like, don't give me a rating, like a UIL rating. Give me a grade. Like, if I'm failing right now, tell me I'm failing.
Yeah.
And granted, it's not me. It's about the kids. But like I want to know like at least our progress. Like how are we as an ensemble?
Yeah.
Are we failing right now? If we're failing, I mean, what should we
Let me know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, I gotta find a different way to motivate that though, because it can't. I don't think it can always be external, or because then you don't like grow as like a person.
Yeah.
I don't think
So
until you learn how to develop that internal.
So I've been, you know, I've kind of openly talked about next year being like my last dance.
Yeah.
I'm balling out, and if it works, then we could talk about staying. If it doesn't work, we could talk about getting into real estate or something. Like, I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about like a lot of teaching.
Well, like it's gonna be a drastic change. You know, Connor's over there with the elementary gig, and like, God bless, dude, his life is so easy.
Yeah.
His life is
Yeah.
so easy.
I was thinking about that like on the way actually up here. I was like, the idea that I saw this TikTok where this guy was like, a good life is kind of an easy life.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of, you know, he was saying something like the way your wife greets you at the door is kind of misogynist, but
Yeah.
but
I know what videos you're talking about.
The way you do like simple things is like and if you got a pretty easy life, like
I don't want an easy life. I want a life
Yeah.
that I make difficult on my own accord. Like we talked about, I think it was about it last time when about like my obsession with lifting. Like
yeah,
200, 225 is always 225 no matter what I do.
sure,
Like that's gonna be 225 pounds.
Right.
And I got to get it off my body or else I die.
right.
And damn it, lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you're talking about your last dance thing for next year.
Yeah. Why did I bring up the weightlifting thing? What did you just say? Man, this brain damage is rough.
Trying to remember like something with the TikTok thing.
Conversation.
Yeah, Connor. With you said Connor's job was like super
you don't.
easy.
I want to make my life difficult on my own accord.
Right, okay.
Like, let me make it difficult because I'm working out the way I'm working out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create things on the outside, but like the thing that is funding my life, let that be
Easy.
simple and
Yeah.
easy, and not causing external amounts of stress based off the success of 14 to 18-year-olds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
That's such, at the end of the day, when you break it down, like,
because like all the stress I'm feeling is like because of 12 and 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
like that should not be
it's
the
not
case.
good. It's not good
It should not be
at all. But on the external thing as well, I've had this lingering thought of how to make next year make next year work, and it kind of stems from they did at Connors Elementary, they did a turkey bowl where they like set up a bowling lane with pins, and then like you threw a turkey down the line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super goofy.
Sounds weird. Yeah.
Why people fun, you know. Sounds like
I didn't realize that was like an event.
Neither did I.
I thought it was just like a video, someone doing that for grins.
No, it's like they did a real thing, and they did a draft for like teams.
Okay,
like he, it was like on like a Tuesday. He was like, stay after school for like an hour. And we'll count this as like our not PD, but what, like, you know how you're supposed to do those
CPE,
CPEs, whatever. It's like we'll count it as that. We'll have some snacks. We'll draft, and then next week we'll do the actual bowling event.
Yeah.
Connor was first round, first pick, like on the turkey bowl, and I was like thinking about that, and then between that and like the Ultimate Fighter, which is a similar thing. There's two coaches that are in the same weight class, and they coach fighters in that same or like similar weight class, and then at the end of it, they the best ones on each team fight each other for the championship, for basically a contract, and then usually it's a title fight. Like one, like if it's you and I fighting, like one of us has the belt and the other person is challenging. And I was trying to figure out how to put this into band. Obviously, we don't want kids fighting, right? But this idea of
not a cage match.
I mean, I'm down. I like
no.
Again,
no.
I think people getting kicked in the face is good for the soul. But creating this type of draft thing so that way you are then accountable for your team.
Sure, okay.
And the team that gets the most points based off of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Gets, you get soft prizes for like the 6 weeks, and then fat prize for the semester.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea, like, to me, is like just gamifying stuff.
Yeah,
like make it a fun thing rather than a thing you have to do. And that's something. I mean, I did that with your percussion class one day. We played King of the Hill.
Yeah,
was just we were doing like chicken and a roll or something like that. And I was like, all right, you two go against each other. Whoever plays it right is the King of the Hill. And they loved it. And granted, did we get as much like done pedagogically as you do? No, but I mean, for that moment,
yeah, I mean, it's good, and I enjoy doing those things. I mean, I tried bringing down Chops Tuesday, to the middle schools, and like at the high school, like I pick an exercise and we just play that exercise for the length of the class period. Yeah. And it's just, there's not a whole lot of talking. It's just the Mets going, all right, bump it 10 clicks. Down 5 clicks. Yeah. Bump it 15. Like, and with the middle school, I was like, okay, we can't bump tempo like that, but like we can work on length of playing. Sure. So here's a 4-minute song. We're just playing 8s at like 110.
Just building the hand strength and stuff.
Can like keep up with that consistent sound. Which reminds me, I keep like trying to put together playlists at tempos. Yeah.
You can just like,
I know you can Google it, but I also want to enjoy the music that I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like I don't want to just put on some corny, pop song.
Like my rowing playlist is at 140, and it's like a bunch of like, for some reason, a lot of rock from the 80s is around like 140.
Weird.
A lot of Blondie, a lot of just like, wake me up before you go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. Like, yeah, if 140 is a great tempo, but like, I don't want to drum to wake me up.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Like, come on now. So I've been thinking about this, and I was gonna do it with just percussion because it's pretty simple to, because I'm let's have the conversation about things that I deal with that the schools that I'm competing against aren't dealing with, where there's a chance where they have 2, possibly 3 freshmen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
possibly
Possibly 3. Well, it's apparently all the homies at John's school
Okay.
are all coming up.
Okay.
But apparently one of them's kind of just like a
Flake.
yeah.
Okay.
Just like a little like just like as a human is a little shaky. He likes band, but like he's one of those kids that might not show up to
I get that.
to a parade or something like that.
God.
So I have 3 with the option 4 from the one kid from your school.
Yeah.
And I can't rely too much on that kid as it is. I mean,
He just started playing bass drum.
we don't even know what the kid plays.
Did he show up on
He did
Friday?
He was there.
Okay, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like
he wasn't at rehearsal that morning, so we
Really?
were just like,
yeah, he was there in the back. I didn't take him on stage early because I was like,
it's just him, yeah.
plays bass drum.
There's a bass drum.
There's a bass drum right there. Stand behind that one, like.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a pretty small studio. But I've got 2 seniors that are pretty nails.
Yeah.
And they're both like really talented musicians.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, there's my 2 captains, and like I was already gonna try and get them to be competitive with each other.
Sure.
Because they're they can both easily make the region band. Like, let's see who's got the higher chair, because they were the only 2 kids that made state for solo ensemble this year. And my boy crazy difficult marimba piece for a junior. For those that know it, go check it out. It's called 2 Mexican Dances. It's a marimba solo, and just like it's 6 tuplets. Your right hand stays in like a 5th, and your left hand is doing like a bass line. Yeah, mad difficult.
Yeah,
and he just learned it on his own. Like, he just
good, very good.
Every now and then he would come up and he's like,
"Who would do this for?"
He's like, "What is this?"
That's awesome.
And like, and I tried, and he learned that from the homie last year, Jaden.
Okay,
right. Jaden got as far as he did. He plays super high in the region band.
Yeah.
He got everything he did on his solos, except for Pure Imagination, because it's a hard solo.
Yeah.
But he did all that and it was the same way. He would learn a little bit, and then like when he'd get to like a roadblock, he'd be like, "How would you do this?" A 30-second interaction, cool. And then he'd work through that. All right, then he gets on to the next thing. And this is the thing I'm trying to tell the kids, like,
you can do this on your own.
You can do this on your own. Like, it is possible to do it on your own. And it's, if you need help, I'm there. Like, for solo ensemble, I give them ample amounts of individual practice time during class. I'm just like, yo, I can't. There's too many solos going on. Yeah. Like, I could sit there and like measure by measure the spoon feed you things, but like that's the whole point of this is like figure out how to read music on your own,
right?
Figure out how to do this thing on your own. And a lot of kids were wildly underwhelming at solo ensemble.
Yeah.
And the point I was trying to make to them, I was like, dude, and I just turned to him. I was like, how often do you ask me questions? He was like, I don't know, like once, twice a week. Like, yeah. And were those interactions anything crazy long? And I was like, maybe 2 minutes. He's like, maybe 30 seconds. I was like, yeah, like it's like maybe 30 seconds. Like that's really like really what it boils down to. It's just like in your world, the questions he was asking is like, what's that fingering?
Right.
Like, he's like, how would you put your malice here for it to get this part? Like, that's all he was asking me. And I was like, cool, man. And I was calling everybody out in the middle of class, like, hey, like you should feel a little bit bad about this, because it's pretty sad how low ratings you guys did just because you didn't finish the piece.
Right.
And it's like Josiah and Heinrich finished their piece, and their piece is 5 pages long of mad difficult. You tell me you can't learn a 2-page thing? Yeah. That's like,
Yeah, a lot of that to me is like, I don't know if this is a thing in like percussion land, but like the pacing of learning it, like you just clearly like didn't pace yourself out.
Yeah.
And
I called them out about that.
Because that's part of it, is just you have to understand that the week of the contest, you're not learning the notes. Like you're
minimum, you're not learning the notes. Like maybe you're learning some phrasing things. Maybe you're learning some musicality stuff. But yeah, you're not learning. You're not learning notes for that.
And some of them, they, I mean, the thing is, and I experienced this a lot at the middle school, is they for some reason, I don't want to say, certain kids, I shouldn't say all of them, certain kids really want you to tell them everything.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you know this. Don't sit here and act like you, like, or they want to like talk it over with, they want to talk it over with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, like I taught you this, you know how to do this. But they'll just be like, yeah, I just need you to like sit with me and like go over it. And I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. You're just, and that's, that's
because that creates an adult that like they need their handheld at work.
Well, that's not their fault because they asked for help once on like a STAR test, and now that's logged in their like profile.
That they have to get oral administration.
They have to get oral administration
right.
for every single test they take, and it's
right.
like he might, or he just like was struggling that day,
right?
And
or I find the whole like text to speech thing, the fact that they get to like, not to I feel like I'm bashing, like accommodations, but like you gotta learn how to read.
Yeah, bro. You just learn how to read.
This whole thing of like you get the whole like the whole. I mean, we sat there in our testing rooms and we read the whole paragraphs, and kids are like, "All right, read it to me." It's like no. I think we've done this wrong, folks.
Definitely, yeah.
I think we've done this wrong.
I saw something on the side now. Apparently, you can opt out of the STAR test. You know how true that is?
Like as a school?
No, as like a student.
I've heard of that, but I've heard one group say it's you can opt out for like some kind of reason, like some kind, like either religious reason or we don't believe, like this is critical race theory or something like that. There's one and there's also I've heard the I'm too smart for this. I've heard both ends of that, which in hindsight, if they let us whenever we were doing the tax test, me and a couple of my friends when we were in high school, like we this is like sophomore or junior year, we decided on the essay. All right, what word are we gonna put in our essay? We don't even know the topic. We don't know the topic. All right, let's put the word watermelon in our essay, and we did it. We all did it. We're all like, "Yo, let's put the word watermelon in our essay."
What it's like to be around smart kids in Allen.
It was different. And now I have kids that just can't read. It's very, very odd to me.
Very frustrating.
But like, yeah, that's that'd be super frustrating to hey, how to like, how this works. You know how this works. You know how to pace yourself out.
And that's why I called him. I'm like, all right, so does anybody believe that I did not give them enough time to practice? And I'm like, cool. I thought so.
Just want to make sure.
Just want to make sure.
Make it sure.
And I was like, so here's the issue then. All right, so I feel like I give you enough time. You feel like you give me enough. I give you enough time. And yet here we are with 60% of y'all not completing the solo.
Well, they spend it. I feel like they spend all that time frustrated. Like when I send them like up to the practice rooms to go practice, a lot of them just sit there just like, I can't do. I'm like,
yeah.
If you spend, out of a 30-minute practice session, if you spend 5 of those minutes just going, I'm like, you're not going to get anything done.
Absolutely.
You lose time. You lose hours. By the time it's all said and done, like.
And in the percussion world, you're learning a 4-mallet solo. Like it takes a little bit of time to figure out body orientation and like sticking and that. And so what happens to a lot of young players is they'll learn the first 4 bars and then that's all they do.
Right.
So every time they go to practice,
I can play that part.
They play those 4 bars and then I said that and I look at all of them and then like everybody's like, like looking at like, yeah, no, I like y'all act like I don't listen when you guys are practicing. Like my office door is open because A, you should come ask me questions on how things work, but also B, so I can see who's where. And a lot of y'all just sit there and you play the first 4 bars. Maybe you get through the first 8 bars, and then that's all you play for a month.
Yeah,
like
they want to play the thing they know, and you can't do that.
That's not how it works. You don't get better by doing the things you already know. You get better by doing the things that you suck at.
Right.
And all that to be being said, I'm trying to scale that to a year.
Yeah.
Years
like a curriculum that's like
I guess a curriculum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're years worth of curriculum to where it is rooted in that competition.
Yeah. I mean, to me, if I could have the entire year just be a game, I would love that. Like if the entire year was like, we're trying to get to. I mean, everyone does like the band karate stuff, and like, but even then, that stuff is great. Like you just get those, or there's one school in Plano. They do like these badges. For like book lines, so you get your superior band member badge if you play these book lines and stuff like that, and then they put them like up in the band hall, like these kids have the badge and stuff.
And we were like, I brought this to Duran, and he, he's on board with it. I mean, homie just did a marathon.
Yeah,
like he's all about the competition stuff.
Yeah,
and we were thinking about like where could we post that? And she was like, we should post it right outside the band hall. And I was like, maybe.
Outside the band hall is a little weird.
That gets a little weird because you want this massive thing. And I was like, where we should put it is that outside we call the hype wall.
Yeah, like that you don't need that because you have both of those walls with that. You don't need both.
Throw pictures on one side, and then on the other side is the competition wall.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, the way we kind of scale it to the band world is you throw the drum majors and the captains in there as well. Yeah. And then everybody's got to draft X amount of each people. Right. So, and so that way you avoid like somebody getting the short end of the stick and just ending up with all like freshmen. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to treat it like a basketball draft. You're only allowed so many centers. On your team. You're only allowed so many guards on your team. Yeah. So like you're only allowed so many seniors, so many juniors, things like that.
Now, would y'all draft like this sounds weird, like bands? Like this is band A, band B,
no. So like,
or would you do like sections? Like,
there's a lot to iron out, but I want to, at least in the band side of things, again, percussion. This is one of those things that like makes sense for a percussion where it's just like I've got 22 kids, I got 2 captains,
split them in half.
Like there is probably about an even number of each side, like of each class. So then it just works out. Yeah. But in the band world, it's I want to try to avoid the just picking. We can't do just sections. Yeah. Because we've got 12 flutes and 23 altos. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously,
the flutes could have more of an advantage, I guess, in that case.
They could have more advantage or more of a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Like right. if it's based off percentages, like.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Depending on what the game for the 6 weeks is and where you're gaining stuff like. So, I was thinking just like go straight by class. We break down the entire band, like how many seniors are there? Okay, how many are you allowed to put? How many are you allowed to take? How many are you allowed to take juniors, freshmen, and sophomore? Right. So that way you can also like you then get that accountability of those young bloods trying to figure it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it doesn't need to be like you're already going to get tight with the people in your section. Why not kind of get tight with somebody?
Sure. Yeah.
Slightly different, right?
Yeah. I mean that'd be a fun way to like you increase that like intersection like compatibility and stuff. Like you get a lot of that going, and then also that definitely increases the amount of freshmen that want to be like a senior eventually.
Yeah.
Because they have that idea of like the band isn't just my one senior section leader.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's
the entire thing.
it's the entire senior class. And if I have the bass clarinet section leader as my senior for my group, things are a little more fun.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, you know, we might have 4 drum majors next year.
Sure.
So you do the 4 drum majors, woodwind captain, brass captain, and then like the band president.
Sure.
I think that's a small enough team.
6 divided by like 120 or 100.
Let's say maybe we'll bump it 140.
Okay.
Like, let me see.
What's that?
What's that? Like math.
So I was gonna say 8. That's too high.
Let's go 140 divided by 6. 23.
23.
24 kids. 23.
Yeah.
It's a pretty healthy amount, like to where you can kind of keep track of people. Because that was the thing too. It's like you don't want to have just like 30 kids on your team, and you're like, wait, hold up, who?
Yeah.
Who are you? What's up?
I mean, that'd be awesome for like marching band to have like your like they call like your squadron.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like, hey, Squadron A is killing it right now.
Yeah.
Like they are.
and you know, it's like I'm trying to figure out like, okay, where do you get the points from? All right, like
pass offs.
The easy, like, you know, the easy one across the year is like pass offs. Right?
Yeah,
it's like you have your pass offs for the marching show, you have your pass off for your wind band music. All right, cool. That one's a pretty simple one.
Scale jail.
You get points for doing the pass offs. You get extra points for everybody on your team.
Yeah,
getting every pass off.
Yeah,
right? Attendance. Bonus points, you know, it's everybody in your squad here the entire, not only on that day but the entire week.
It's like, hey, you need a ride, talk to someone in your squad.
Yeah,
because they're gonna give you a ride.
They'll get you a ride because, you know, like if
I don't want to lose the points.
if you don't lose points, if you don't want to, you know, but then, you know, we're trying to figure out the incentives of like the small prizes, small dubs,
yeah,
and like the semester ones, and then even then like a year one, like who's grand champs.
Grand champs get a movie day.
Like, you know, like the simple December one is like the semester one is in December. Your squad pulls up. We got food, cookies to decorate. We're watching Elf.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I was saying like go to like a theater.
But then like
it's like 20 kids. I mean,
that'd be pretty simple too. Like like there's money in the budget to do something like that. You know, like take the kids on a bus to Baylor to watch a free concert. Yeah, take them on a bus to go watch a basketball game.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be dope.
Go to a football game at Mary Hardin. Like,
yeah,
there's some stuff to do where it's like you can kind of you be a little bit band related. You can be a little bit just like fun stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then, you know, you get points for region band. You get like, you know, you get somebody in your squad makes region band. There's the hefty points. There, right, 5 points. You get points for being in third band, second band, first band. Right. You advance to area. Like,
this kind of reminds me of Bert Kreischer's weight loss challenge with I think he was doing it with like his team on. Did it delay? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, are you talking about Sober October?
No, it's a different thing. He was trying to do another weight loss challenge with his team. And what he did was, for every pound they lost, they got like $20. For every pound he lost, they got $50. Yeah. So like it's kind of that like mutual accountability thing of like, nope, you're not going to eat that. And for them, it's like, hey, you didn't practice today. Yeah. Like, go practice. You, like, you're the person that's supposed to make All-State this year. Go practice. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't want to. That's a tricky part, because if you have, like, certain kids, if you get that All-Stater like in your squad, it's like,
I mean, you know, there's
create a little weight there. I mean, do you think there's like 6
I mean, we've got a healthy, like, there was 6 kids that went to area this year.
Okay.
And I think 2 of them were seniors. You know what I mean? And one of them is probably gonna be the brass captain, right? So like, you're gonna be like, hey man, like, let me impress Henry,
Sure.
so that way he drafts me in his thing, so that way, like, I already know I am like.
So this is something you like determined during summer band.
Yeah. I was thinking like a Friday, like the first Friday of band camp, we just burn that afternoon, because usually that first Friday of band camp we burn anyways, because that's when we do all the booty jams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, whatever. We just burn that for the draft day, and get everybody in the auditorium. First round draft pick for so and so. This kid.
Yeah.
Big hype. They you go stand with your crew.
And I would say pick freshmen first.
Yeah, like go freshmen. Seniors, right?
Yeah.
So that way it's like, again, you avoid that ostracization.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Ostracizing them, yeah. You avoid ostracizing them.
Avoid them being ostracized.
Yeah.
With the seniors, it's just like, you're seniors. Shut up. Like.
Yeah. Like.
You don't have low self-esteem. Like, well, hopefully you don't. But
so I'm still. I mean, a lot of them do. I'm still like such a. I know why I got into this rant the other day. I was just like, leadership eats last.
Yeah.
They get drafted last. They go last.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, but yeah, they should definitely be. Like, you hype up the freshmen. They're the first ones to go, and they're the first. That could be like a. No, that creates some weird things. I was saying, like, hey, your squad won this week. You guys get to eat first.
Well, like, there's those like baby check-ins.
Yeah.
Like, based off of summer band. This is you get bonus points. You get advantages during the first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. First to eat. First to load. First to get uniforms.
Sure.
Right. Like. Not really that important, but like it makes life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I ain't got to stand in that long ass line to, like, especially at the, like, when you're coming back.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get first dibs to, like, put my uniform and go home. Okay.
So squad A's whole motivation that whole 6 weeks is
yeah, like all
I get to
summer
live
band,
like this if I keep doing
exactly.
what I'm doing.
Like, if you get it during summer band, it's like you get to keep living like that for the rest of March season, or somebody else takes it from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's, and then spring semesters when it gets a little dicey, right? You have solo ensemble, you have the wind band pass offs, easy ones, but then like after that, it's what other attendance to sectionals?
Yeah, attendance to sectionals, and I think you do more. If y'all could do like objectives, like.
And then I guess scale jail would make sense then. During the spring semester.
like scale jail and like some kind of like fundamental check off.
Yeah,
would be good. Even if it's like in like your band, like, hey, in our band we have these 3 slurs we have to pass off. If you don't pass them off, you don't get those points.
Yeah,
like so you can do. Those can vary from band to band. But yeah, I mean that sounds fun. That sounds like a.
It sounds like a really intense, like,
there's a lot of like after school checking off points and stuff like that.
But again, but that we were talking about revamping our approach to leadership.
Yeah.
And like that's go pass it off for your squad. Your captain.
Yeah.
Right? Like go pass it off for that person. Like don't like
I'm
busy. Well, but then I've already thought about that.
Right.
It's what we have to do as directors then is create files of each thing of like what the perfect sound is.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you pass it off for your squad leader, like are they gonna be nice to you? Because that's the tricky part.
Yeah, I mean you would.
You can pass it off for a squad leader besides your own.
You would hope that it would be like the kids would have, what's that word I'm looking for?
Integrity. Yeah.
The kids would have some integrity. But yeah, okay, maybe you go pass it off for some
right
for a different squad.
Yeah, like you go show you like, hey, like Amanda signed my my thing. All right, cool. That's not your squad leader. Awesome. Yeah, that'd be fine. Because the hope would be that your section leader or someone else like isn't in like your like squad or whatever.
Yeah.
So that way you can go pass it off to them or something like that. Yeah, that's a complicated.
It gets a little. There's a couple things that get a little dicey on like.
But again, like the whole like bit about all of it is that you're trying to make their experience more more engaged.
Yeah,
like they're more involved because I think I know a lot of kids right now, they get really complacent about stuff because they're just like, oh, yeah, I don't feel engaged. I'm just gonna check out. I'm like, I mean, so many of them, they just don't want to. I think I was talking to you about this, or I might have been talking to Jacob about this last night. But he was like, we were talking about like kids don't really seem that like that motivated or that like excited to do things anymore. They're just like, I don't really, for sure. I don't really want to do it, so I just won't. It's like, you don't want to try? No.
Anything?
Like, you don't like push yourself? No, I won't push myself. Like, you got to go for it. I don't really. I'm like, I hate that. Because it's just it's a generation of people that don't want to excel at anything.
Yeah.
I thought we were that generation, but no, not really. Millennials.
No, I think our generation is like a really calculated one.
Yeah.
Like, and then this generation is just like the calculation is like, if I don't do it, I don't fail. So I'm out. You know what I mean?
Oof, that's
and then it's but like
it's dark, but it's true.
Think about it right now, like that, like
they're so into the idea of passing a class. Yeah. It's weird to me whenever they're like, I passed my class. I'm like,
yeah, like all the kids
what?
Like they say it to me now because like they were failing and like they failed like the last 6 weeks and they're like, dog, I'm passing. I promise, I'm passing. Like we're straight.
But why?
But like I can get that kind of hype. But like the regular kid that just walks in and he's like, I'm passing. You proud of me? I'm like, no. You did what you're supposed to. What?
Yeah, like passing is like the literally the minimum. Like you're passing through school. Like it's like literally be like walking through a hallway and saying, I passed through the hallway. I did it. Like what? It's an empty hallway. It's high school. It's not that hard.
It's not that difficult. Chill out.
Granted, if you like, if your parents don't read to you when you're a kid and you can't read when you're in 6th grade, then it's a little challenging. But like, still, sorry, that was too pointed. Ooh. That was pointed.
Read to your kids, folks.
Just read to them. Just take a book. I have a book called a book with no words. Oh, no, sorry, a book
pictures.
With no pictures. Yeah.
It's like that's a picture.
I haven't read it yet. No, I'm kidding. I have read it. It's pretty great.
Yeah, with the small babies, you just read a book. Like it doesn't matter what but there's like their hearing articulation. Then when they're like 2, like then you hit them with the Dr. Seuss's. And
hit them like
the
Apple, like just
Jane Austen. Is that another kid writer?
No,
she's a teen writer, right?
Like 1800s, like.
I'm thinking of. Sean Silverstein.
But not.
No, that's a dude. That's a poetry guy.
Yeah.
I don't know many authors.
Are you talking about Judy Blume?
That one.
Okay.
That's why I need you here, Evan. Because man, I get.
And is Judy Blume even an author? Or is that like a book series?
I don't know.
Because I never read it.
I didn't read books. It's truly baffling how smart I am
without reading books.
Yeah, it's like for a fact, like minus your Dr. Seuss's, what have you. I read Holes in like the 4th grade, I think.
Yeah,
and I don't think I finished it.
Yeah,
I think I got like halfway through it, and then the next book I read was My Sister's Keeper, sophomore year of high school.
You want to hear a confession of mine? The amount of books I have actually like closed and then like finished it, it's very low. It's very low. I get through a lot of books and I'm just like, I get the gist.
God, you're such a Tell me that you're not pretentious again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's don't get me wrong, the times I have like read books I've been like, yeah, that was good. I should do that more often. like especially recently, every time I finish a book now, I'm just like, why don't I do that like all the time? Because it requires a lot of not being on my phone or watching a movie.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, it's a little stupid. But yeah, the amount of kids right now that just like they want that. I mean, they want to get on TikTok. They want to like this is funny. Like it's like you need to achieve something over a longer period of time. You need to achieve something as well. Because some of them they're just so enamored with the idea of I really don't have to do anything. Which is kind of weird. I don't remember when that became a thing. They said it might have been like us getting the participation trophies. It's like I'll get a trophy, but now they're not. They don't even want the trophy. Now they're just like,
I don't remember getting participation trophies. I'll be honest. I did a lot of athletics.
I did for soccer. Like for rec soccer, it was just like, yeah, you made it to the end of the season.
I don't remember that. I remember being pretty. One of my flag football days in my.
You didn't get like participation medals
I don't think
or anything.
So. Might have. Again, I don't know, man.
I mean, a lot of them ended up getting
Bashed my face off for a lot of things over the years, man. I don't remember a lot.
A lot of mine are in the trash now, so doesn't even didn't even matter. But like, yeah, it feels like sometimes now they're just like, yeah, I don't want to achieve anything. I'm just like, I got asked. I've asked a couple of kids this year. I'm like, what are your like, what do you want to do right now? They're like, I don't know. There's like, I at least had some kind of idea. Like, granted, it changed like a myriad of times, but like, some of them they're just like, I just want to like hang out with my friends, like get on TikTok.
It's a bleak world out there.
I'm like, can y'all like expand your
try to do something.
Like do something, something. Dude, yeah, it's a little scary.
I mean, that's the thing that I'm trying to get into my percussion section's minds, man. Like,
yeah,
try like you haven't tried before. Let's be honest. Like you haven't really tried. Try once. You have, and like I'm trying to get them to understand. Like there's an opportunity for us to go to state. Like state competition.
It's possible. It's like it's
top 5. You just need to be top 5 at area, and you go to state. I'm getting a goddamn parade from somebody. Somebody is giving us a parade. I don't know who's gonna play for it because we're the ones that play for parades.
Y'all the parade. How are you gonna?
But somebody's gonna yell at us.
We'll get the middle school kids. Come with the middle school kids.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm so kind of frustrated by it.
Yeah,
like
cool. Because I remember when we first got here, or the 5-year plan.
Good old 5-year plan. Dog.
Granted, I mean that was tanked with like COVID and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I get that where it's just like this is entirely achievable.
Yeah,
this is entirely. I mean, yeah, I felt that this year with my UAL program. Granted, picked one piece that was easy, and then I was told, hey, that one's too easy. Pick a harder one. Pick too hard of a one. And then they're like, that's too hard. I'm like, damn it, dang it. But the judges liked it. They were like, it's a cool piece. It just needs to sound better.
Which one?
Spania, the march.
The march.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that.
It's a cool piece. The problem is when you're building all these beautiful layers and the altos are supposed to come in with this ba da 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 da, and they sound like what does everyone hear? And I'm gonna go on that rant on Monday. I'm gonna be like,
excited for that.
Hey, if I was sitting here giving the best speech ever, and little Jimmy's over in the corner just screaming his butt off, what's everyone gonna hear? Are they gonna hear my beautiful speech? Heck no.
Probably not.
They're gonna be mad distracted.
Mad distracted Jimmy. And that's you, altos.
So
Get it together.
quit being Jimmy. Stop being Jimmy.
Stop being Jimmy.
What were you saying?
Yeah, so like states,
Yeah, states like it's an achievable
and
thing.
that's what sucks is that like, you know, we COVID took it away from us, but like, we might have came up short that year. I don't think we would have. We were like, went to 2 shows, 3 shows, got 3rd place twice and 2nd place once.
What show was that?
That was my Toy Story show.
Oh, right.
And, you know, like we were on track to like either just get in or just be out of making state. And like this class of juniors, that was their freshman year. So like if they didn't make it in, it would have been like a little bit of like, we're gonna make it this time, damn it.
Right.
Or if they like made it in, they would have been like, we're getting there again. Like I'm missing that extrinsic motivator.
Yeah, the idea of going, like, do you think the idea of going to state makes, like, is that like an idea in their heads at all?
No.
Okay.
They don't know what that means because they've never done anything good. Like the only people that have ever done anything good is the jazz program.
Right.
Right. And the kids.
That's why the kids love to be in it.
That's why the kids love to be in jazz program, but they don't know how to translate that outside of jazz.
Right.
Because nothing else has done it outside of jazz, right?
Yeah.
You know, Duran's getting these crazy like high, and that's also what sucks is that Duran's getting these crazy high national recognitions, but it's all virtual stuff. So like it's like this empty.
Yeah, getting
empty
that
promise.
Getting that virtual like certificate of excellence is kind of like, okay.
Like even when I say that only 12 bands in the country got this award, doesn't mean much because you're getting it streamed virtually. Like, what?
Right.
Come on, son.
Right.
And then even then, it's not like a live concert that's being streamed virtually. Like they're streaming the tapes that were sent
recording,
in.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's not that exciting.
There's not that performance. That's the real trick of it, is that the performance aspect is kind of not gone right now. Not it was gone for that time. Like whenever we're still like doing recordings and stuff like that, it's gone. So the idea of like, I have to go to this contest and perform my butt off, because the thing is those state groups, I don't think, but maybe like 5 of those kids in that like ensemble are like not trying their hardest. I think most of them are trying their like their very hardest.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing you got to go for is the again, it's my that's not mine. It's Mr. Weaver's thing of every kid in a program is either a 1, a 0, or a -1. You can either add something, add nothing, or take away. And if you want everyone to add something, you get to state. Yeah. So just so you know, if our score is, it can be like our band score right now is we have 120 kids in band, and we're at like a 60.
And that's not saying that.
I mean, you can literally do like a with your with that system, you can see what kids are actually adding something to band.
Yeah.
Because that'd be tragic to see, like, oh, this kid just doesn't do anything, and they also have behavior problems in band.
Yeah, man.
Not saying pull them out, but like just look at him and just be like, hey, you gotta fix this.
You know, as directors, we can only do so much to like, get a kid to turn his life around. But you know, if you got 23 kids, you know, bro, just do something.
You've done nothing in the last 6 weeks.
Literally do something. Give us a point.
You can't show up. You can't play.
Like,
what are you doing? How are you failing to? What are you doing?
Like, literally, what are you doing? Because you suck at band, but then you're also sucking in regular school. So what's up? Like,
yeah.
So obviously, you're not giving your time anywhere specific. Yeah, dude. So I think
thinking of certain kids right
No, yeah, no, 100%. I am too, and it's awesome. And I'm super
You're
excited.
just like, what do you do? Like, what does your life look like? Like, not in 40 years. I'm talking about now. Like, what does it look like?
It's not good. There's one dream major I have in my head that like is that aggressor, because I think that was something that like I think you need somebody that is a good look for the band. Everybody likes. Yeah. Everybody appreciates. Everybody wants to work hard for. Then there's like the role model.
Yeah.
And then I think there needs to just be like kind of the in your face.
True. Yeah.
Like personality wise, you know what I mean? Like definitely don't like get down people's throats for no reason. But like hey man, you haven't been showing up to rehearsals. You haven't done anything in pass offs. You haven't been blah, blah, blah. Like, what's up? Like they'll ask you like, is everything straight at home? Everything straight at home? All right. So then what the hell's wrong with you? Like I think there's somebody in particular that I have in mind to do that, and it's one.
Yeah. She'd definitely be like so
what's up, man?
What's going on? what look, we have she would show people the sheet and just be like, so
everybody else in our team is doing actually pretty solid work. And
but then you
you barely showing up.
It's like the sticker sheet thing where you sit like all the stickers going, and then all the way down here is you.
I think even better is when it's somebody in the middle. So just like 4 rows completely filled out, 7 rows completely filled out, one kid in the middle, like 3. Meep.
It's like, so
what's up, dude?
I mean, to me, you literally show. In that case, you literally show who is doing work.
Yeah,
because I think a lot of kids try to skirt by.
Yeah, they say they're doing stuff and they're not.
Right, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm practicing. No, you're not. You're just goofing off. Like you literally show who's doing work in band, and you get to you get some incentive out of doing work. Putting in work isn't easy, too.
It's hard.
That's the thing that
effort is difficult
for a lot of them. It's going to be like a shock.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to the idea of like, I have to try my hardest in band. We try at the middle school level to. I say that we don't really. I think the amount of like work that they could do could be higher.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was in middle school. Granted, slightly different circumstances. I feel like my middle school was the one I'm teaching at now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean we're both of us were a science school. I went to school with a kid who drove.
All right.
Only difference was like we wore our uniforms were red, white, or blue polo and blue or khaki, navy blue pants or khaki pants. So that was like the. But even then, kids would like, I only wear blue.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I only wear red. Like,
Grip
sees it. That's But yeah, like similar like situations, but like the amount of like work that got done there. Like for as far as our band program goes, I was listening to like a piece that we did, and I was like, it was like a grade 3. Damn. Like we had a big band program, but I was like, it's like a hard piece. I think Duran's doing it. Joy Revisited, or someone did it. No, okay, I saw a score out.
Not for. He might have read through it.
Okay.
But nah, he's doing Imaginarium down Longford Way, and I can't remember the march.
Okay. But yeah, like the amount of work we could do, I don't think we're doing like
again, it takes the individual, and that's what I'm saying. Like Last Dance, baby. Like I'm gonna put forth all my energy that I possibly have to like ball out.
See, and the question is, you know, after. I'm sure this question will come up a million times, but like after that's done and it's successful, do you keep doing that? Do you keep putting like do you keep doing the daily? Like, I guess what you do is you find out what works, and then you just make that one incentive for the rest of the time, because if they like. If the whole incentive, if the whole thing people are working towards is the trip at the end of the year or whatever, then you just make that the incentive. You don't have to do all the extra like counting of attendance this week and all that stuff.
But I mean, I think for our program, we're gonna have to rock the heavy checklist for a couple. Like if it is successful, we're gonna have to rock it for a couple years, because you just got to create that idea of no, we don't. That's not how we do it here. Right. There's very few things of that's not how we do it here. Right. They're like, oddly enough, I think the only thing that's like that right now is like our swag tunes. Yeah. And then even then, it's still not right. Like
yeah. Even then, some of them are kind of making up how the part goes year to year. Yeah, that's I had this thought like the other day. I was like, you know, there are certain aspects of your program, like across the board. Like there's the pep band, there's the marching band, there's concert bands, there's jazz bands, there's indoor percussion, there's indoor color guard, there's like all these different like aspects, and what people have a tendency to do is they get really focused on one. Yeah. And the goal is to get like a group. For me, the goal is to get a group that's like fairly like spread out as far as like everyone, but everyone has the same kind of like motivation like across the board. It's like we're all like motivated to do our best across the board. There's not like I'm gonna not work hard in concert band and then work super hard in jazz band. Yeah. It's like
and that's what I'm saying is that these kids don't have that cross-platform idea. Yeah. Right.
Like ideally, like, you know, not ideally, but like in the perfect universe, like every kid in the jazz band, like top jazz band, are your top horn players, and they're making region. Yeah. All that stuff. Like it's a bunch of like awesome like. That's the idea. Is that
the thing is like we've got that one kid like he's our first chair
in choir
French
too.
Horn player. He's a first chair French horn player. Made it to area. Yeah. Fumbled the bag at area, but you know. But then he's the lead trumpet player in our top jazz band. Right. And then he's in choir as well. Like he gets it.
Yeah. You need a bunch of that. You need a bunch of like, I'm gonna do this for the love of doing it, not for we'll see. You start off with the game of it. Yeah. And then eventually, you know, 5 years down the line, the 7th graders now are
doing it because
they show up. No, not the 7th graders now. The 4th graders now. Oh, Jesus. The 4th graders now, they show up and they're like, oh, like our band like works like super hard. We're talking about this like trip thing that they do, but like they all like you have to be there and stuff. Yeah. Like you can't goof off.
There's no bullshit.
You're right. Like that's the to me that's like that would get me if one of those 4th graders showed up. They're like really good. They really push themselves like that. That'd be so cool. I'd love that at the middle school too.
That's the goal, man.
I'd love the 6th graders.
And you know, you like at the middle school, you're able to tighten it up there because the high school's squared up. It's like, hey man, this ain't gonna fly. Right.
Hey, next year it's not like this.
It's like it's again the idea of that's not how we do things here.
Yeah, I mean the 2 times I've brought in 8th graders to my beginner classes, the beginners they all sit up a little taller, almost like because I always like make note of like they're sitting up, like, and they all like, I have to like do it, but like that's the idea is like you create this lineage. That might have been the word you were going for earlier. You're talking about legacies and stuff like that. It's an episode title. You create this lineage like of people that they all are gonna like work hard. Like, down to like the the 8th grader who went to 8th grade band night, saw they were working super hard. They get pulled into a 6th grade class and they're like, okay, at the high school they're working super hard, so make sure these 6th graders know. Like that's the idea. Yeah, that'd be,
and especially like here where it's such a hefty family program.
Yeah,
and when I say that, it's like, there's multiple families of kids that have like rolled through.
Right.
There's like the Hernandezes. There's all the Garcias. There's the other Garcias. There's the so like there's all these families that's like, Brent can say like, yeah, I had the first one back when I was at middle school.
Or I'm sure he's had like parents now.
Yeah, he's also had that. Yeah, like, I taught your mom.
Right. That's gotta be extra weird.
Being in the game too long. Again, I can't imagine doing that. But I don't know. I think these kids will latch onto that heavy competitive aspect. Yeah,
because I mean, otherwise they're not going to get that. But like, where else are they going to get that? Like the idea of like in sports, everyone's like trying to they're doing their best for their team.
Yeah.
And I guess in band, there's not that always that aspect.
It's a harder thing to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, quote unquote, the O-line on a football team, like fundamentally, it's like it's kind of a blow off position until you're just like the O-line's like, we don't get any of the credit, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like the only people that matter are the quarterback.
Are you talking like defensively, like
but it's just like no, baby, the quarterback ain't shit.
There's a reason why he's not getting sacked right now. Yeah,
unless you guys have your life together, right? And then the wide receivers ain't doing a damn thing if there's some kind of coverage, like some kind of blocking like going on.
Like
if you don't, you as the center don't do your job of keeping the defenders off the quarterback, it doesn't matter if he's a 5-star recruit. And it doesn't matter if homie's got a 4.40.
Like you won't get a Heisman for being a center.
You
won't.
Sorry.
But you're also one of the best centers in the game, and you get millions of dollars if you continue on to do this. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, so what's up? And in band, it's kind of hard to isolate that.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to increase their significance.
Yeah,
like that's the weird part is like you have to look at that freshman flute player who can barely play a B flat scale when they come up to the school and to be like, hey, you're a contributing member to this group, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for some of them it's like, oh, wait, what? I'm a like no, that's what that a lot of
you're
that
part of this. Yeah,
that's what a lot of that like kind of squad stuff could do is be like, hey, you're a part of this. Like you're in this, like whether you like it or not, you're you're in this. So it's either get your life together or, but like
you only have one option: is get your life together,
right?
Or you're gonna get bullied for an entire year.
Don't put it that way. You're gonna get encouraged,
heavily encouraged. For
yeah, be like, hey, we again. with the whiteboard, just hey, you see how everyone is doing great.
So we got this really nifty sticker chart, and on the chart, you've done nothing. And I don't want to call you a liar, but I'm pretty sure nobody else is lying.
Is that number wrong or hold on, like tell me, like everyone else? Me. I see 20, 20, 17, 20, 13, like, and then 2. What's
up here?
If I said everyone give me $20 and you gave me $2, I'd be very mad at you.
Be a bit of a problem, right? So do you see where we're at? You see where I'm coming from yet? I need the $18 in like a week.
So
you have a week. I'm gonna have to come at you in another way.
just loan sharking up.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's so scary.
I believe like you don't want to believe that your kids are gonna stab somebody. But you want the kids to believe that the kid
just a vague threat
might stab them.
It's like if I don't do my best right now.
Who's watching me right now?
But that's the whole idea behind it though, is that you get that idea of like someone's watching me right now, because a lot of times they don't feel like they're being watched. I know that was the thing when I was in school. Like a lot of kids in band, of course, but like about 100 of them probably were like, "Yeah, I'm no one.
Yeah,
like I'm no one."
I mean, especially in your program. I mean,
Yeah,
program was 600. It's really easy to
700.
Excuse me. Really easy to fade into the darkness.
Right, exactly. Like when you're the bottom band euphonium player. I have a 10 euphonium section out of 9 bands.
Yeah.
like, yep. I don't know. Should play. Like, no. You are a contributing factor. You're gonna make us successful. That's all you want.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So there's some kinks to work out. There's like the year plan type thing to work out. The incentives, but
it'd be cool too if you could somehow do it like online. It'd be cool to like get like updates. That's a lot of.
I don't get that program.
That's
brain.
a lot of math.
Yeah.
There's some kind of like.
But I'm down for like I mean, that's a hefty wall. You put. You've got on some part of the band hall, you've got the pass off charts.
Yeah.
Right. And then on the tracker wall, it's like this team got 20 points this week, that team got 15, this one got 32. Like
top of it is squad goals.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was thinking Temple up.
Yeah.
Temple Ultimate Player.
Okay. I don't like
corny.
that. I like that.
No.
I don't know. That's another part of it. You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta come.
But yeah, it's still that's just a fun, a way to make band fun. That's not so like we have to. Because some of them it's weird. Whenever we're rehearsing stuff, they're like, "Ugh, why do we have to do the box drill again?"
Yeah.
You have to do the box drill because it's not good. Like,
well, it's because you're supposed to take 8 steps and you hit the yard line, and every time you take 8 steps, you end up 2 off.
And this part of the show always ends up with supposed to be a block that moves, and then we end up with the American flag. It's not a waving banner. It is a box.
Box goes here, box goes there. What's up?
Yeah, that'd be
mad frustrating.
that'd be good. That'd be good to get all them motivated. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that, like heavy summer band. Like whoever wins summer band, you get that first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like you're.
And do you re-up that every 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you?
And that's what I'm saying. Like the incentive thing gets a little weird in the spring semester.
In the spring, because then how do you like who?
Because like
gets
what
to
benefits?
eat first?
Yeah. What benefits do you get?
Maybe it's like free. No, not free days. I don't want to incentivize with laziness. I don't know. Maybe like a free scale. No. Yeah, I don't know. It might be. Just hear me out here. It might have to be just a marching band thing. I think.
See, this is the issue: is the marching band always has a higher precedence than the wind bands, and we're trying to create something that goes the full year program.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I mean? Like people always try harder during the fall season, and then as
Yeah.
soon as you get to that third 6 weeks, that's it.
Right.
People stop giving a damn. People stop showing up stuff. So
Yeah.
you're trying to create the full year thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You got to figure out incentives for the. Maybe you do like a. Maybe you do like movie day or something like that. Like, hey, after school we have you guys have won the first 6 weeks. We get the spring break movie time. You get to watch Spring Breakers. No, I'm kidding. Don't
Jesus.
don't do that. Out of high school, please don't do that.
No, but like I think like it's benefits. The incentives is pretty easy. Like the incentives, like you get to go to a Baylor concert. You get to go to a Mary Hardin football game. You get to go to this, that, and whatever. But the benefits are you're first in line, you're first to eat, right? So it's like creating the spring semester benefits.
Yeah. Okay.
That gets a little difficult.
It's like you get like a study session in the band hall or something. Like you get to. No, that sounds awful. Hey, your group can study in the room.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they can already do that. Yeah, I don't know about the. Because sometimes a lot of that stuff has to be kind of just the fact that you're winning.
Yeah.
Like,
and I most of the idea is based off of you get through the third 6 weeks, you get that semester prize.
Yeah.
And you're just like still like, all right, still like gunning for it. Like,
yeah,
we're getting that year end trip. We're getting
that might have to be like. You might have to go like not benefits. Not benefits free. I mean, maybe figure out like one or two, but it might have to be like less.
There's going to be fewer benefits.
Yeah, because you're also by bands and you have to rank like house concert band doing versus like wind ensemble.
How much would it cost to get breakfast every Friday
for a group of 24?
Yeah,
$50? No, $100.
You get 2 tacos. Tacos are $1.50. Like $50. Yeah.
75, but
75.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You get breakfast every Friday.
Sure. Okay.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah. You can go to Shipley's.
Yeah.
Get donuts at Shipley's for.
You get donuts and kolaches. You rock back and forth, donuts and kolaches and tacos.
Yeah.
Maybe like at the end of the 6 weeks, it's like a Chick-fil-A breakfast, like proper.
Yeah, and you still keep that band spirit of like everyone's involved. Like it's not like we're doing separate concert bands anymore. Like we're still like a full still a full band.
You need to check in on your homie in third band and see that he's actually trying to do stuff.
That's
right?
nice. If you're like the first band person is talking to person in third band, that's nice. Yeah,
there's some legs there, man. I just need to iron it out.
Yeah, that's something you just gotta put it on a piece of paper and get on Canva and just make it look real nice and just be like, hey, so we're doing this here, and just go ape shit with it. Like, just have it be a good time.
Hell
yeah, because that'd be fun.
Well, we started this one a little backwards. We started with what we're watching.
Yeah.
Anything else though, Doug?
Really? You watched the new Euphoria, the play?
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
That's what I want to do. Like as I was like just from the opening shot, like I literally said out loud in my apartment, I was like, "Oh, he's doing great work right now." like just with the opening shot, like just going over Lexi's face, it was just like, "This is perfect." Like, like. That whole episode was just like, this is peak of
Charlemagne put out something that it just like I agreed so hard with it. and it had to do with Fez.
Oh God. Oh God, he's gonna die.
Dude, I hope not, man. I'm gonna be so good.
It's gonna be Game of Thrones level like bad. Because I'm pretty sure whenever the Red Wedding happened, everyone like that was currently watching was just like intensely bummed out. But no, just the way like he would go from like what's happening in the real versus the play, what's happening like in their reality versus the play and stuff, and it was just that's such a beautiful I think that entire season was building towards that episode.
I think so. Yeah.
I think he had like that because to me, like as like a filmmaker, he's like, I have this in mind. I want to do this awesome play.
Well, it's what's crazy about I found it, but it's just like the picture and just says me all day wondering if Fez is gonna make it to her play. Just like like that's all I've been not all I've been thinking about, but every time I think about Euphoria, I'm like, oh, is Fez gonna make it? Is Fez gonna make it?
Because I didn't I liked Fez the first season because he was just like honest drug dealer.
Yeah,
like hey, like
honest drug dealer.
Hey, you're an addict. I can't
be doing that.
Can't do it. So sorry. Like
drugs is supposed to be fun. You made them not fun.
Just real honest with them. Just like, and then like he like started talking to Lexi at the first party. I was just like, oh man, I love this character,
dude. But I see what you're saying about like it feels like it was led up to this, but like it's crazy because this is the B storyline.
Yeah,
like
technically, yeah.
This is such an intense moment, and just the week before that was the C storyline with Nate's dad.
Yeah,
like, and that was such an intense moment.
Yeah.
So you have this intense moment on the C line, then you have this tense moment on the A line when Zendaya's, running from the cops, running from everybody, and getting away from.
I mean, to me, I feel like that episode was particularly. It was kind of that idea of like the filmmaker making like his like I could do a high school play now. Like it's a little that not pettiness, but like I get to do the high school play now. Like,
yeah.
Of course, that wasn't a high school play.
It's not a high school play.
It ended with a gay, dance
massively
number.
aggressive.
Yeah, this isn't gay as in like insulting. It was gay.
Quite. I think that's. I'm not offending anybody if we call it gay. Like that was.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But Dwaylen.
It ended with a penis, like coming down, like the penis punching bag.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
No, but Dwaylen had posted something to me, just like my face when wondering how his theater department.
Yeah, there's that much budget. Yeah.
Ugh.
Just from the rotating, rotating locker alone.
Dude.
Like that. It was such a cool episode for like theatrical, like.
Yeah.
Like, loved it.
It's clear, really clean. Like transitions from when like it was real life to on stage to like what's going on in Fez's life to and just like the angles on the shots.
Well, to me every transition meant something.
Yeah.
It all was like what I'm saying right now leads into like this situation. Like it was such a. I loved it because it felt when I talk about like when I would get pretentious about movies and stuff like that and say like it had like no like that to me everything had depth.
Yeah.
And like every word, every action had some kind of depth to it. Like it all had like.
I agree,
but
that's too much. If everything always had that, it would be.
Oh no, no! I'm not saying everything. That's like a once in a decade kind of like thing. Like no, that's you only get those like every maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah,
like like something might pop up that's that in depth, but that's like.
It was great. It was A1. Shout out to the director
Sam Levinson, man.
Shout out to all the actors because goddamn they're killing it.
Just I think this isn't Maud Apatow. The girl who plays Lexi. This isn't her first. It's like her first like big role, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
But
I
like
think it's a lot of them.
but killing
like,
it.
with the exception of Zendaya.
Zendaya, yeah.
Like, well, actually, even then, like Euphoria season 1, Zendaya hadn't really popped. Like she had
2019. Yeah.
I mean, she was doing Spider-Man, but like nobody was like hyping her like that.
I think we were. I think people were on the Zendaya train back then.
On some things, I'm on the front of the train. On some things, I'm on the back of the train. I don't know what's going on most times.
Again, Zendaya and I are very close in age, so it's very weird for me. Because I was like tracking, like, I'm like, wait a minute. How much did she get for that? Oh, cool. So she doesn't have to do anything else for the rest of her life. Great. Awesome.
Cool. Super cool. Great. Grand.
Super cool. She could be done with Euphoria. No, they're doing a season 3. We'll see how that goes.
See what the hell happens. I didn't even know what season 2 was gonna look like.
He better make
the
it.
way season 1 made it.
Dude, I don't know how like they're gonna top this season.
I mean, everybody's graduated.
Yeah. Wait, is this her senior year?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, the time, yeah, because this is like the end of the Okay, maybe they do like the summer, because I think they're only in like. Has this been the whole semester?
It might be the whole semester.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe do the summer or something. I don't know. A bunch of them aren't going to college.
Oh God, no. Nobody's doing work.
They've been focused more on drugs and sex than they have been on
sleeping with people.
People. Just various.
It's very. Somebody's sleeping with somebody. It's
yes.
Awesome. Yeah. No, it's a great show. Highly recommend to anybody that's still not watching it to go and check it out.
A little weird whenever the middle school kids were talking about it. I was like, no, don't talk about the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
some age limit.
It's the big topic on TikTok has been like it's weird that it's like a high school and like some of the stuff is like really sexual. It's like but that comes with the territory of doing a raunchy high school show. Yeah, is it's gonna
it's gonna be a little dicey sometimes.
People are having sex in high school. It's not
sorry to tell you,
unheard of.
Maybe not that type of sex, but
no.
Hopefully not that type of sex. But.
That's the hope. Well,
anything else, Doug?
No. Not a things.
Things. We appreciate everybody rocking us all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.